welcome Tech Trek family members and all of our members here. Hi. In keeping with our program, Heroes in the Mist, educating our children for a better future, you will be hearing from our 7 Tech Trek campers today. Tech Trek growth in Washington has been phenomenal. In 2013, 15 AAUW Washington branch selected 50 campers to attend, and in 2014, 20 branches selected 89 campers to attend, and in 2015, 23 branches selected 146 campers to attend Pacific Lutheran University and Eastern Washington University, and this year we sent 164 girls, so it has tripled. At Tech Trek, girls are immersed in a world that empowers and encourages them to think about themselves as future scientists, mathematicians, computer specialists, engineers. This one-week STEM camp for girls, they are entering the 8th grade when they go to camp, started 18 years ago. When AAUW California member Marie Walbach applied for an AAUW Community Action Grant to open a science camp for girls on the Stanford University. After seeing how effective the program was in California, they decided to take the program nationwide. In 2013, Tech Trek was expanded to 4 states, including ours, and it continues to expand today. All campers must be nominated by a math or science teacher or both, and complete the Tech Trek application, and write an essay, and be interviewed by their local AAUW branch Tech Trek committee, which we did. A big thank you to our branch members. It's because of you and our fundraising events such as kitchen tour and silent auction and member generosity that provides the scholarships needed for these girls to go to Tech Trek camp for the week. This year we awarded $6,300. Tech Trek is unique among Washington STEM summer programs in that it provides financial support to campers and is one of the few programs designed for girls going into the 8th grade. So I want to thank everybody for your generosity because this is a very important program. Several of us went down there for one day to watch, and it was fabulous to see what these girls were doing, and they're going to let you know all about it.
Hi, I'm Samantha Fletcher, and I attended Tech Trek at Lutheran University, and my core class was marine biology, and it wasn't my first choice, but I'm actually really glad that I got marine biology now, because now I really know what I want to major in college. So during my week there, I did marine biology, and we learned about different tide pools and tides that happen in our ocean and animals that live in those sections. We namely studied whales and squids, and at the end of the subject, we got to dissect a squid, and then we got to clean it, and we got to deep fry it and eat calamari. I figured out how to tell a male from a female. It's really hard to tell, though, because they look quite alike. We also learned that the head of the squid lights up, but we weren't able to see that because they were already dead. So that was a bummer. My favorite part during that subject is during this dissection is when we had to pull the beak out of the squid. It was so nasty. My mini classes, I think that's what they called them. One was computer tech and cybersecurity. We played a game telling us which websites can give us viruses, how to protect our personal information off the web, and stuff like that. We also did heartstrings. It's where we got to study a pig heart. It was really fun, and we also got to dissect the pig heart. We didn't eat it, though. We went down to the ocean, and I think we got in kayaks or canoes. I get them mixed up all the time. And we went canoeing. I was with one of my friends, Imogen. We call her Emoji. It's easier to pronounce for most of us. And we were close to the shore. I think I said that right. And these two heads pop out of the water. I think they're sea lions or seals. And they were really cool. They're really close and big. I actually could have got the tip of my boat and reached my hand out, and I could have actually touched it. I didn't do that, though. And they went underwater, and we saw the bubbles bubbling underneath our boat, and we just paddled away as fast as possible because we thought it was going to pop up underneath us. And it was really peaceful. We got to hear all the birds, and we saw a lot of ducks and geese there. So it was nice. And then we went to the creek, and we got to see organisms that tell if the creek is clean or not. And the creek was clean, and it was healthy for fish to live there. And so, yeah. The Tech Check was a really great experience for me because I got to meet a lot of friends that liked science and math like I do. I don't have a lot of girls at my school that does that. And yeah, so that's my experience at Tech Check.
My name is Morgan Trail, and I attended Tech Trek also at Pacific Lutheran University. And I also chose marine environmental biology as my core class. And I chose it because I really love marine biology, and I'm considering it as a career. And in that class, we did many experiments, including those about properties of water, and we even did an experiment that involved pouring different liquids into a lavender plant. And we also learned about tidal zones and what creatures thrive in them. And my favorite part of the week was on Friday, and that was when we dissected the squid and ate it. But I also really enjoyed the field trip, and I chose to go to Mount Rainier, and we learned all about volcanoes, and we also did sketching as well. And that experience was particularly memorable because there was even snow on the ground. We were walking through a lot of snow. And one of the things I will never forget about that camp is all the people I met. And because there were so many nice student counselors and dorm moms and instructors. And I was also especially close to those girls I met in my dorm group, and I still have all their phone numbers and keep in touch with them. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Grace Wenzel, and I stayed on the Pacific Lutheran University campus during my Tech Trek experience. My core class was cybersecurity, which I chose because I'm very interested in computer sciences and thought it sounded fun. So, during this class, we mainly worked with binary code, and we did such things as building binary bracelets out of black and white beads, and I actually learned to count to 31 on one hand, which is really cool. Yeah, it's kind of a party trick, I guess. I don't know. We also learned how computers work, and we got to take apart a Mac. I kind of felt bad about that because Macs are cool, but it was fun. In my other classes, we did a lot of hands-on activities. We programmed Lego Mindstorms, and I named mine Roland because he rolled. Yeah. And we also dissected a mammal heart, and that was kind of gross because I don't like dissecting things. But yeah. And we made a model of how DNA works with marshmallows, but we weren't allowed to eat them because they were 2 years old. For my field trip, I went to the Museum of Flight and had a great time with the flight simulation. And we did also other activities like learning weather patterns and when to fly and stuff. In the dorms, I met a lot of nice and smart girls who I'm still in contact with. We have like this giant group chat where we talk about a lot of random things, but it's cool. So we had a lot of fun together, and it was really cool because I got to hang out with people who actually are interested in science and stuff that I like. And overall, my Tech Trek experience was super amazing, and I'm really grateful that I was chosen to go. So thank you, AAUW, for giving me this experience.
Hi, my name is Erin Munn. First off, I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity and the experience of attending Tech Trek. Now I'd like to tell you a bit about my experience. When I first stepped onto the Pacific Lutheran campus, I was rather nervous, to say the least. I was wondering, would I get along with my roommate? Would I get the core classes I wanted? Would I be homesick and have to go home? What would I eat? And what would I learn? To answer a few of those questions, yes, I did get along with my roommate. I ate cheesecake every night, and I stayed the whole time. And I did learn. My core class, which was chemistry, proved to be a great learning experience for me. I chose chemistry because I love science and I thought it would be a fun challenge. I plan to be a veterinarian when I grow up, and I thought learning about chemistry would help me be more prepared for the future. Another Tech Trek experience was going to Mount Rainier. At Mount Rainier, we hiked and learned about the climate and wildlife that inhabits it. When we reached our destination, we sat down and ate a well-deserved lunch. After lunch, we were instructed to draw a picture with charcoal and watercolors. This, I think, was the highlight of my trip. When camp was over, I was excited and ready to go home, but also very proud that I finished. It was because of Tech Trek that I know I can do whatever I want to do and accomplish whatever I set my mind to.
Hello, my name is Leah Poor, and I had the opportunity to attend Tech Trek last summer at Pacific Lutheran University. My core class was physics, where we learned about weight and density and what makes things float. During the class, we got to make 9-foot-tall tissue paper hot air balloons, and by the end of the week, we flew them about 100 feet in the air. One of the days at camp, we went on a field trip. The field trip I chose was the Museum of Flight. I've always loved the thought of flying, and getting a chance to go to the museum and learn about the history of flight was amazing. The teachers were energetic, nice, and loved what they were teaching. Along with learning during my week at camp, I made so many new friends that I still keep in touch with. Staying in the dorms was really fun because I had never gotten a chance to stay in dorm rooms before, and all of the other girls were really nice and wanted to learn about math and science like me. Overall, it was an amazing new experience. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Julia Neville, and I was selected to go to Eastern Washington University, which was a pretty diverse experience considering none of the other girls went there. And we actually had a mix-up. I thought I was going to go to PLU, and then literally the day of the trip, I learned, no, we're going to the other one. So I was about 4 hours late, but it was an 8-hour drive over there. So, but luckily all of the girls were really welcoming, and I met a lot of new friends there. And while they were all like immersed in science and math, they also had other similarities. Like I found this girl, I made this friend who loves Gilmore Girls, and so we started talking about this TV show we loved, and we're still in contact about that. And my core class was also hot air ballooning, and we got to create hands-on representations of hot air balloons made out of tissue paper, which was really fun. And we got to fly them. And yeah, they went about 80 feet in the air. It was really cool to watch something that we got to make and have it actually work. And we learned about the physics behind that, which involved buoyancy and density and, yes, how things float. And every night we had a fun activity. We got to go rock climbing, swimming, ice skating. They actually have an ice skating rink there. And that kind of hurt a lot, but it was really fun. I fell a lot. I had to use one of those old lady grandma stools because I can't really balance on that. So I was just like, I got this. I got those grandma vibes. But I loved the field trips as well. A lot of my friends that I met there went on the medical field trip to the Spokane Medical Center or hospital, but I went to the wildlife one, which is really fun. We got to go on lots of trails and learn about the animals that lived there and how the place was created years ago, obviously, and how it formed after the Ice Age, and all of the adaptations that the animals have to make so that they can sustain their lives there. I just had a great experience there, and I'm so glad that I got to go to the camp in Spokane. Even though I missed all of my friends who went to the PLU campus, I made so many new friends that I'm still in contact with. And although they live pretty far away, like 5 hours away, it was just so much fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And really a special thanks to parents in supporting your daughters with the STEM programs. I think that's very important today and for our future. So thank you very much, and thank you for being here. And again, thank you to our membership.